Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for being here with me in the Ozarks with the Lord. I just wanted to bring a subject up that I'm sure you've seen on YouTube channels and that I'm sure you've seen on various websites. It has to do with food shortages, something that's very real, or something that's going on right now. It's actually been going on for a while, but it's getting like worse. And what I mean by that is when you go to Walmart, right? Target, your local grocery store, whatever, particularly Walmart though. It's usually where I go sometimes. There's a lot of gaps. There's a lot of spaces that are not filled. And clearly there's something happening there. I used to work for Walmart a long time ago. And if they wanted to hide something, they would put a bunch of, it could be a bunch of tea or a bunch of something they had overstock of. And they'll cover up spots that should be meat products, or they'll cover up spots that should be cheese products or something. It was always something, because I worked in the meat department, I worked in dairy, I worked in, furniture and pet food, all that kind of stuff. You just fill stuff there to make it look full. That's all you do, and bring everything up to the front. I'm sure you know this right by now, but it's looking pretty bad. And I say this because, you have big things going on here in the United States, and they've been going on since 2020, where we had floods, we had fires, we had droughts. Then you look at the other side of the world, like China. They've had massive floods, and they've had freezes that came in like late in April and froze up all their stuff there. You see flowering happening and budding happening, and boom, middle of April, got all frozen, gone. Farmers crying, everything bad. It's all over YouTube. I'm pretty sure if you look it up, you'll see it. But there's also articles too, like this one right here, talking about China. And I say them because United States and China are the two biggest importers and exporters, right? And if we're short, we ask them. If they're short, we ask them, they ask us, and we give back and forth, and everybody all around the world. And the thing is that, look at it in 2021 already. More fires everywhere, worse droughts, and flooding, all around the United States. Jump over to China, it's been worse over there. The flooding's real bad, and they're still having freezes that are happening still. I mean, not right now, but they were. And you can't have any of that. You can't have 2 years of calamity like that and think things are going to be fine. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And we're seeing this stuff already happening. We're seeing a multitude of things happening. With all those floods that were happening in China, it wiped out a lot of their livestock. Here in the United States, the government said, hey, kill your chickens, kill your pigs, kill your cows. There's not going to be enough, there's not going to be ways to give them water. There's not going to be any of that. Oh man, my dog just came over here. Leroy Brown. It's big, bad Leroy Brown. I don't know, you can't see him really, but he's coming over here making a bunch of rattle over here. Maybe I'll show you the dog sometime. All right, Leroy, go over there. Probably over there chasing my chickens. My chickens are running around everywhere. Anyways, yeah, just to get back to this whole shortage of food, it's happening. And I advise you and everybody else out there to stock up. Stock up on some food. Get some grain in there. Get some beans inside your house. Do stuff to just stock up and be safe. That's all I'm asking, because I already see it happening. And I say this because I believe the Lord still talks to his people. There's people all over YouTube. There's people that we know that heard from the Lord before and saying things like, hey, you need to get your house in order. You need to stock up. And these are considered kind of the good years still. And it's good to take while the taking is good, or I hate to use take like that, but buy while the buying is still good and it's not overly priced yet. Although it's getting there. Let me give you an example why. We're going to buy some grains, more grains. And I'm talking like the grains, you get the wheat grinder and all that kind of stuff, and you do that. We bought some about 2 months back. I want to say 28, $27 for 50-pound bags of, white grain and red grain, all this. Well, now the lady tells us when we're trying to put a bulk order in again, telling us like, well, the price is $35, $33 in some cases. But when you come in, the price will probably go up a couple bucks more. We're like, what? It already jumped, and now you're telling me, when you get the product in the following week, it's going to go up more, for these 50-pound bags of grain? It's happening. And I'm telling you, you have to do something about it. You have to go out there and stock up. You don't want to buy when it's real high, and you don't want the worst case scenario happening where stuff hits the fan and then you're out. You're out of food, you're out of beans, you're out of whatever. You need to start stocking up. That's what I'm telling you. Just start. If you have this food already stocked up and you don't use it within 6 months to a year, then oh my dog. If you already have it stocked up and you don't use it, get it and start using it. Rotate it out. Always have that backup. It's a good thing to have stuff stored up. It's biblical to have stuff stored up. Do it. And I know for those people in the cities, this is a little tough or whatever, but you can do it. There's a lot of people doing it. Now, I'm not saying go out there and panic buy. The Lord could take care of you, okay? I'm not saying go out there and buy this big underground, root cellar and this and that, and just start doing all this and start canning and start just stocking up like it's, a fallout. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying be wise. That's all. And pray about it. Just go out there and pray about it. That's what I can tell you. And I'm going to give you a little comforting words here, okay? This is going to come from Genesis chapter 41, verse 35, okay? And I'll give you a little bit of who Joseph the dreamer is, because that's what I'm going to talk about now. There was some bad things going on, or about to go on in Egypt at the time when Joseph was there. And the king there, or the pharaoh there, had a dream. And in that dream, he had 7 cows, full, big stocky cows getting eaten by 7 bony cows. And, Joseph went over there and said, hey, I interpret the dream and it's this. And basically what he was saying is like, look, you need to store up your food for 7 years, because 7 years is going to be good and then 7 years is going to be bad. Stock up, okay? That's what he was telling them. And I believe that with some of the people that I've talked to and some of the people that are on YouTube are saying they're hearing the word from the Lord again to stock up, I believe it. And I want to be one of those people too, saying, hey, stock up. It's not a bad thing. So let me read verse 35 here. And let them gather all the food of those good years that came, and lay up corn under the hand of the Pharaoh, and let them keep their food in the cities. And the food shall be for store to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through the famine. I read verse 36 because I think it's important. And I say this, being that stuff happened with China, okay, where they had the floods that wiped out a lot of their grain and wiped out their livestock, a lot of it. Who else are they going to get from? I mean, are they going to go to Pakistan, or are they going to go to India? I mean, are they going to go to Brazil, Australia? A lot of those places have been attacked by locusts. Brazil had like a freeze that came through and destroyed a lot of things. Australia's burning. They produce a lot of soy for us, and a lot of things. And I could be wrong, but I even think with everything that's going on in Australia right now, they also have something to do with our ammo shortage as well. I think they have to do with black powder. But it's going on in all these places, everywhere. So who's China going to try to take from, All these other countries are already basically saying, no, we're not going to be selling grain. We're not going to be selling rice. We're not going to be selling soy. We're not going to be doing any of that. There's already shortages going on already. So they're going to come to big, dumb America, and America's going to give them, like we have plentiful to do. And I've already read that we don't. You know, our grain storage is low. Our food supply is low. Like I said, they already killed cattle and everything else here. And that's been going on for 2 years now. Talk to your farmers. Talk to people you know. Ask them. Okay? And don't believe a lot of this other stuff that, hey, we're doing fine, we're doing great. You know, don't believe your lying eyes kind of thing. Go to the store and look. I mean, really look. Look at all those empty spaces they have now. It's bad. There's more to it, though. There's I'll get into the politics maybe tomorrow or you know, next time I do the video about high inflation, about the thing that just passed with the Senate, the infrastructure bill. The prices are going to go way up in the air because you have Democrats and Republicans, you know, passing such a stupid bill, and it's going to get signed and everything else. It's going to be bad. Okay. But don't lose focus. Okay. Don't lose focus, and just know that the Lord's going to take care of you. And ask, and He shall give. You know, there's other things that follow that verse. You know, ask and you shall receive. But you have to actually walk with Him, have the relationship with Him. You know, stay on the narrow with Him, and in some cases He'll give you grace and mercy, and He'll give what you ask for. He already knows your wants and your needs before you even ask it. But I don't want to get off too much on the subject here, okay? Let me give you a little bit of inspiring words here from the Lord. So, let me come over here to Matthew chapter 6, verse 26. Behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? I like that. I like that because He tells you not to worry not, you know. That's what I was saying, don't panic. There's ton of scripture in there that says, yes, you know, store up, stock up, that kind of thing. But don't go out there and go panic and just buy, you know, just start buying and throwing your money away and all this, you know, and just do stupid things. No. Pray about it. Go out. Do what you got to do. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Do what you have to do. And you know, when you take in, you know, food and everything else like that, just know that there's going to be family members and friends that are not going to do it. And you want to be a blessing to them. And you want to show Jesus Christ to them. And you want to give to the hungry. You want to give to the needy. You want to give your time to them as well. And that's when you have an opportunity to preach God's word to them, to introduce them to Jesus Christ and His love. Because a lot of Christians just do lip service. And what you need to do is you need to live like Christ. And by storing up and stocking up, and keeping yourself well, you know, well taken care of, you can take care of others, and that's a good thing. It's a Christian thing to do, and I would advise for y'all to do that, really. So, at this point, like I said, I'm gonna put links on the bottom. I want you to see the article that I had up over here, and I even put the article down on the bottom as well. And I just want you to think about it, you know. Matter of fact, comment on the bottom and tell me, are you seeing the same thing in your areas? Are you seeing, you know, where you see gaps in Walmart and gaps at Target and just, you know, where they're just filling in some areas with just full of mumbo jumbo, all you know, like where there should be meat or cheese or something else, and they just put a bunch of tea or a bunch of juices or whatever, you know, just filler items. Let me know on the bottom, because I want to know. If you do, please put what state you're in and what city you're in that you're seeing this, what's the place. I'm just curious to know, and I'm sure everybody else will be too. But please look into it, okay? And please stock up. Oh, and I forgot, we're talking about food shortages and everything else. Remember, we've been taking care of ourselves here. We've been keeping stock, okay? But I want to let you I want you to see what Big Dog has to say, okay? All right, take it away, Big Dog.
That's right. I may be made in Texas, but I'm thriving and surviving here in the Ozarks. Come take a look at this. Look at all these pork chops right here. I know they look good. Take a look at this right here. Look at the steak. Look at that steak. See, the key to barbecue is slow and steady. Slow and steady, that's all it takes. And I know you like this. And let me tell you what I like. I like for you to like this channel and to subscribe. That way we can grow this channel slow and steady. Back to you, Eric.
Thank you, Big Dog. Big Dog knows how to cook, boy. I tell you that right now. Oh, Leroy is back. Leroy, come on. I think on the next video, I'm going to have to show you Leroy. And I'm going to have to show you Little Girl. Little Girl's a Rottweiler. But yeah, on next video, I think I might do that. Just show them. I mean, I always try to get them to stay way on that side of the property. You know, if I go 2-3 acres out somewhere, they're going to follow me. Anyways, I'll talk to you next time. I'll put my dogs in the video next time. And I'll see you later. Thank you. Bye.
You know what? I just realized that that's a redbud right there. That's awesome. Anyways, y'all made it all the way to the end of the video, so I'm going to let y'all enjoy a blooper. All right, enjoy. Bye.
We went to Walmart at least 3 times in the last 2 weeks. And oh my gosh, there's been like holes everywhere. Oh gosh, that didn't sound right.